This is welcome back, and this is the continuation of the previous uh, my previous session with arrays and vectors. So here I am illustrating the difference between the arrays and vectors for the second fundamental difference I mentioned. That is the arrays. For the arrays, the memory management is done manually, whereas for vectors the memory management happens automatically. That's what I want to illustrate here. So here I want to declare a pointer array. Okay, using the new operator and of integer type. The size I need to explicitly declare. Let me say 5. So this is done. So this is how manually the memory is allocated dynamically for the arrays. So once it's done, so I will use a statement manual memory allocation for arrays. So then I want to assign 5 values to the array and also print those values on the console. So that's for that I use the for loop simple, starting with the index 0 and then less than size. Okay. So within the for loop I have to assign I do assign starting with so every element is multiplied by every index is multiplied by 10. Those are the elements I am assigning. So starting with 0, then with when index is 1 the element is 10, when index is 2 the element is 20. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. These are the elements I am assigning, and then once they are assigned I'll print on the console. I'm printing on the console. Okay, this is done. So every element I want to print line by line. So I do take endl. So done. Once the elements are assigned and printed on the console, that's my task. My task is done. So I want to delete this array. Whatever the memory is allocated for this array, I want to delete it. So we do it manually for arrays. So since it is an array, use the square brackets, and name of the array is. Okay, this is how you deallocate memory for arrays manually. So then for vectors, okay, so here I print another statement so that it is more clear. So then for vectors, so I will declare a vector first of integer type. The name of the vector I'll take it as my vector. Okay, so now I need not do manually the memory allocation for vectors. So directly I can start assigning the values. I use the for loop. The size is the same as that of arrays, 5 elements. So I want to assign. So for that I use the pushback member function of the container vector. Okay. So once again I push the same elements what I did for arrays. Every element is multiplied by 10 as the of the index or index value. So it's 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So these are the elements. So once the elements are pushed, I want to print it on the console. Okay, my vector, and then I'm printing on the console. Once again, I want to print line by line. So this is done. So here I want to mention for vectors, there is the memory allocation is automatic. Okay, so I'm using a statement, user defined statement for better understanding on the console. Okay, automatic memory allocation for vectors, right? So the same statement, I'll keep it below, mentioning it's for deallocation of vectors, for vectors. Okay, so now if I run this, okay, this is done, and last return 0 and the main. Okay, so this is the second fundamental difference I wanted to illustrate. That is, for arrays, the memory allocation and deallocation is manually done using new and delete. For vectors, the memory allocation and deallocation is done automatically once we declare the vector, and once it comes out of the scope, the memory gets deallocated automatically. So that's it. Run the code. So guys, this is what I wanted to illustrate, the second fundamental difference, and this session is the continuation of the session arrays and vectors, where I have illustrated the first difference. Okay, hope you guys have understood. Please watch both the sessions for better understanding for the difference between arrays and vectors. So thank you.